Oh, do you smell that? Because I smell it, and that's autumn, and it's in the air. Pumpkin bears on tap. Our friends at Manscaped are here to make sure you don't carve your pants pumpkins while you're grooming. Fuck. How do they expect me to say that with a straight face?
Pants pumpkins.
Pants pumpkins.
That's the episode title now.
Ah, shit. Make sure you're keeping things fresh this fall with the leaders in male grooming and their brand new 4th generation performance package. Get ready for a cuffing season like no other, because once you join the 2 million men worldwide, bare minimum 2 million balls, at most we'll say 4 million balls, using Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping with promo code WGG. It's time to bundle up with Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0. Inside this package, like our packages, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker Air and Nose Hair Trimmer, Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant, Crop Reviver Toner, Performance Boxers, and a travel bag that holds all the tricks and, of course, all the treats. Just like my favorite pair of boxers hold my favorite tricks and treats. If you're looking to get extra cozy this fall with the new Lawnmower 4.0, it's essential. This 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce the grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. It's also waterproof and has a 4,000K LED spotlight. It's like you're breaking into Roswell and the government is putting the spotlight on you. You want to know where they get them? They get them from Manscaped. You heard it here first. Don't fact check that. So it could even double as a candle to light up your jack-o'-lantern on your doorstep. Fucking right, kid. Finally, fucking right, kid. Finally, you can seal the deal with Manscaped's liquid formulations, the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant. It doesn't come in pumpkin spice scent just yet, but don't worry. We're talking to our reps over there. We're trying to get that worked out for you. Then, after you're done trimming your pumpkin patch, I've spent a lot of nights trimming my pumpkin patch and whacking those leaves right around. Give your balls the boost using the Crop Reviver. Get 20% off right now and free shipping with code WGG at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping using promo code WGG at manscaped.com. Make your pumpkin balls a priority this fall, and you choose Manscaped. And trust me, we'll thank you. Your balls will thank you, and we'll thank your balls. What is going on, everybody? Doc Bob here. We are live for episode 248 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We are 2 episodes away from a 250,000, which I think is kind of fucking wild.
Crazy.
You know, we're what, 5 years into the podcast at this point? We're 2 weeks away. Big milestone episode. I'm not going to say people need to donate 250 fucking subs.
They should.
I mean, if they...
But I'm just saying, if you really wanted to, it's 2 weeks away. Put it on your calendars. No big deal.
Yeah.
Save your paychecks. You don't have to eat that week.
No.
We're more important than food.
Do what fucking Chris does and eat a handful of Cheetos and call it a day.
Yeah.
All you have to do.
100%.
Intermittent fasting, they call it.
That. Yep, that's exactly what they call it. Thank you so much for that fucking health advice from Chris.
Not a doctor.
Yep. Hey, to be fair, I'm also not a doctor. We have a kind of a unique episode this week. We don't have a handful of topics. We kind of have just one big topic we want to discuss.
Big.
Just like Yoshi.
Yeah.
Where do we find the big Yoshi?
How do you get them?
How do you get the big Yoshi?
Go to Google Images and look up Big Yoshi.
You gotta go Hogan's Castle.
Sorry, we can't answer that question this week, but we do have an interesting topic that we will get to after we get into a little weekend recap.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? We lit!
So, of course, my 2 beautiful co-hosts this week, Dom, Chris, how you guys doing? How was your weekends?
Bob, I'm doing wonderful. Today was a nice fall day, first of the season. We've had some days where it's like cooled down a little bit. We had a nice breeze today. True. Woke up this morning, it was raining out. So I had like sad boy hours, but then the sun came out and it was still a little cool. So I was like sad boy, just became happy boy. And I was just having a good time, kind of working from the house, breeze coming in. Scrap, thank you for the 5 gifted, you absolute fucking skinny legend.
Wow.
Wow.
And
Sexy, beautiful human being.
And he subbed himself.
then decides to resub.
What a fucking legend, dude.
Wow, I can't wait to open mouth kiss you and interlock both of our mustaches.
Hell yeah. Shout out nose ring, shout out rock music, shout out traditional tattoos, shout out Scrap.
And fucking earlobe piercings, like the big gauges.
Yeah, people say people under 5'5" aren't nice.
And a speakeasy coming through with 10 gifted real quick.
Ooh, speakeasy.
Shout out speaking, shout out being easy,
Yeah, yo, shout out not yelling, shout out not being hard. Well, sometimes whatever.
do you do
whatever. So, yes, Reggie, yes, give us a little bit. So my day so far has been great. Really enjoying the weather today. We have Shipyard Pumpkinheads at the table, and I'm more than happy to give them a free ad because they deserve it, and maybe we'll work something out someday. But yeah, no, I'm happy to be back. Very close to a $250,000 on the podcast episodes, and $250,000. Sorry. I'm just, I think our jet skis are long overdue, so I'm very excited for those, even though I'm scared of open water. But your boy Crispy, the tallest in the Lankers, Dom in the velour suit. What up, King?
Hey, I'm doing really good. I had a great weekend. Celebrated my dad's birthday on Friday.
That was weekend recap?
Yeah.
I kind of mixed them both together because
we just blended them up. Yeah.
My weekend was great.
We were just blending them up.
Shout out Joe Sim. Thank you for the engagement party. That was very fun.
You're getting engaged?
Not me. Not even close.
Celebrated my dad's birthday on Friday. That was great. #1 podcast listener. Hasn't learned how to subscribe on Twitch yet, but we'll get him there. I think he has Amazon Prime, so I'll teach him how to use his Prime Twitch sub. He's getting a new bachelor pad, so gonna help him move in there, set up the whole tech setup. I might teach him how to stream.
That'd be sick.
It's just gonna be him and like us watching like Austin Powers movies and like Rush Hour.
What do you mean DMCA? Like YMCA?
Just like YMCA.
Yeah, so he's moving into a new spot in a couple of weeks. So looking forward to that. Maybe we'll do a destination episode. We'll go in there because he's a big friend of the program.
That would be so funny.
We had no less than he was drinking vodka ginger ales.
Love them, honestly. To be fair, love them.
I've never had one.
Me either.
He was like, I'll do a vodka ginger ale. And I was like, huh. All right. I see where we're going with this. I think I see what's going on.
The benefits of the ginger ale is it's 9 times out of 10, unless it's like heavy vodka, the ginger ale overpowers the vodka.
It was just like Tito's.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Do you have Canada Dry or do you have Schweppes?
I think it was Schweppes.
Schweppes?
Yeah.
I'm a Canada Dry guy myself.
We all have our flaws.
Yeah, I think it's an elite ginger ale.
Whatever the case may be. I'm pretty sure this wasn't, whatever. So Tito's and ginger ales were flowing.
Love them.
Had a couple of those. That was really great. Just had a great time. On Saturday and Sunday, had a fantasy football draft. We had our co-stream watch along of Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley, which was absolutely electrifying. Just an interesting weekend all around. I've been playing a ton of Star Wars: The Old Republic, which has completely sucked me in to the point where I can no longer escape its gravitational pull. I finished one of the main stories in the game, and like I said last week when we had Doug on, I have just been really enjoying the prime BioWare storytelling. And I was looking up a bunch of fan power rankings of the 8 original vanilla storylines of that game, and the one that I completed isn't really even in the top 2 or 3 of the ones that fans really love. So if that one is one of the shittier ones, and I got to go and play what apparently the more critically acclaimed ones that are apparently fucking incredible. So I'm still playing the Old Republic. It's fantastic. Great storytelling game, great single player experience, and I also realized that for the first time I think I've seen in any MMO, if it's just you and a buddy, like me and friend of the program, friend in real life, Johnny Rootbeer, we were playing last night, and he was like, man, I really wish that you could go do a dungeon or a raid and just put it in I just want to learn the story mode, and I don't want to actually be challenged by a boss. Maybe the loot is less, but I just want to get the lore from it, and SWTOR has that. You can just literally put it in story mode, and the loot is not as great, but you can do it with 2 people. You could even do it with 1 person. And you can go through, do the lore, have the experience the story behind the dungeons, and still get that those story beats without having to put together a group, without having to really learn intense mechanics. So I think it's a really good to have that option, because they have 5 difficulties for dungeons, all the way up to you need to what Mythic would be considered in WoW, which is you need to have every mechanic memorized, and you can't miss a beat. So I really enjoy that. So that's been really taking a hold of me. But yeah, Dad's birthday, Woodley Paul stream, lots of Chinese food. Got to hang out with Steve, which was great. Had an awesome time hanging out with Steve. Friend of the program, friend in real life, WGG staff member Steve.
Incredible editor, incredible friend.
Brilliant editing mind, brilliant human being.
In producing, he produced the fuck out of that.
Produced the live production on the show.
Very true.
The live production on the stream was absolutely incredible. Just couldn't have done it without him. It was great. Would have loved to have cooked with Steve live. There will be more times. Chris's house was still very hot.
Oh yeah.
Chris only opens the windows once a week when I come here, and I open them for him, and I remind him that the windows are shut.
Kenny with 10.
Kenny coming through with a 10 fucking gifted. Wow, we're going through. Shit.
To be fair, Kenny did mention our other sponsor this month, and that's September.
Hey, September, baby.
Just do it. I mean, what the fuck? Just do
September. Just do it.
Do it.
Just do it. Absolutely. But yeah, so the next time we have Steve in house to do the live production, we'll probably also try to do a cooking stream, make a nice, Sunday gravy, a couple meatballs, a couple of sausages, a little chicken palm, over here, over there.
Guisine.
A little guisine.
Heavy balsamic.
Gentleman-like. Hey, don't get me maybe get that.
7 Maroons out of 5.
Exactly. Bob, how's your weekend?
It was pretty okay. Didn't do all that much. Played some Counter-Strike with the squad. Played more Pokemon Sword, and I understand you were critical of my assessment previously on Pokemon Sword.
I was skeptical of your being critical.
Right, but again, there are specific websites that are overly critical about these things. And I feel like I have a relatively unbiased gauge when it comes to a lot of video games. I see where a lot of people come from. I see where games come from. I see where development teams come from. However, I still have to stand on the fact that this is one of the weakest games in the franchise. It's not that I'm having a bad time with it. Mm-hmm. I just very clearly see a lot of the flaws in the game. That being, you outpace the main campaign, you outpace the sword. Otherwise, I'm enjoying the game. I think the whole, like you were saying previously, the collectathon aspect of the game, I think it's actually probably a little bit better than what a lot of the previous entries have been. I still am not sold on the open area aspect as well as you see the Pokemon. I don't like that. I'm an older traditionalist when it comes to Pokemon. Give me
random encounters.
Yeah. Give me that fucking 2.5% chance to fucking roll into a Miltank or some shit in the field. But don't make me see it. You know what I'm saying? Give me that grind aspect to it. There are some aspects of the collectathon where there is a grind where you have to find a specific day. It needs to be a specific weather pattern to find specific Pokemon, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's still in my mind one of the weaker games in the franchise.
Yeah, I don't think that a lot of the concepts were fully realized. I'm really hoping that Pokemon Legends Arceus addresses a lot of that.
It's also a Nintendo thing.
Yeah. Oh wait, you mean they come up with half-baked ideas and don't fully? Are we sure we're talking about the same company?
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm talking about Sega that's being sold by Soulja Boy for $1.2 million.
We could buy that. We might want to buy that.
I think we should look into it.
Subscribe right now for September so that we can buy Sega from Soulja Boy. Thank you.
Please.
The fate of Sega is in your hands.
And in case you guys didn't hear, Soulja Boy says he will not leave Twitch for the clout. So don't worry, all the Soulja Boy watchers. Yeah. He's not going to leave Twitch for the clout.
Big of him.
He won't.
To be fair, he's making some big stances, and I'm glad. I'm sure Twitch is really just
Holding on to him so tight. Yeah.
You know, we lost Tim the Tap Man. You know, we banned Dr. Disrespect. We lost Dr. Lupo. We lost Courage. But at least we got Soldier Boy.
Yeah, Soldier Boy. That's all we need.
100%.
I mean,
absolutely.
Keeping it real, you know? Keeping it a band.
Yeah.
SOD,
that's all you can do.
SOD money gang.
But the problem is when keeping it real goes wrong.
It's true.
We'll get into it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so regardless, I've been playing Counter-Strike, Pokemon Sword, and also we finished the main campaign. Like me and a couple of buddies finished the main campaign for Remnant from the Ashes. Again, I am going to give that game all of the praise in the world. It is one of the best games I've played in years, and it came out in fucking 2019, and I haven't played it till now. And I think I have to attribute the fact that 2021 has been such a lackluster year for video games that we really don't have anything new or exciting to play right now outside of indie games and Resident Evil 8, honestly.
Yeah.
Death's Door, up there for my fucking game of the year right now.
How many Marons out of 10?
Remnant from the Ashes?
Yeah.
9.5.
9.5 what?
9.5.
9.5 Marons?
9.5 Madons.
Marons.
Maron.
Give me that. You know,
Don't make me get that.
It is one of the best Souls-like video games I have played that is not a direct game from Software. It's like Neo 1 and 2, and then it's Remnant from the Ashes on the same playing field of two of my favorite Souls-like games I've ever played. And it's like almost an accolade that I want to hold myself to at some point, where I want to play every Souls-like game ever created. And Remnant from the Ashes is a near perfect formula, just drawn from the base that was Souls, like the Dark Souls games. And it is incredible. I thankfully got it for free on Epic during like one of those free week sales.
Yeah.
I paid $10 for the 2 DLCs. We beat all of the main campaign. We beat both the DLCs. Now we're doing like random grind missions to try to level up. That way we could go into nightmare mode and like actually progress through that campaign and get through some of the other like randomly generated dungeons, get some of the rest of the loot that we missed. That game is absolute chef's kiss, 9.5 Madons out of 10. I recommend it to everybody. And yeah, it's an absolute, don't let me get that. Don't let me get that. You know, it's absolutely fucking incredible.
We should change the scale on the blog to like this symbol.
Yeah.
9.5 Madons.
You're struggling with that word.
It's because
Maron.
my mouth is starting to get sticky from the shipyards. That's
True.
why.
Yeah,
I feel like you right now, actually. You're fucking peanut butter mouth.
The words just don't come out. They never have.
Shinneman. This is from the people that brought you Shinneman.
Yeah, man.
Shinneman.
All right, Bob, what are we here for today?
Anemone.
All right. So instead of doing the traditional like 3 topics and whatnot, we are here to discuss the current landscape of video game streaming. We're in a wild time right now. There's a lot of bullshit going on with Twitch. The platform we're streaming on right now, who's to say this is the platform we stream on forever? Who's to say? But there have been a lot of moves being made.
A lot of them.
From Twitch to other platforms. And, you know, there's a lot of questions up in the air right now. What is it that Twitch is really doing? Like, they come forward, they try to say, we want to be transparent with our content creators. We want to be giving everybody all of the details and pretty much everything that goes on in our everyday basis on how we operate this site. They fell flat on their face. They're not doing any of that. They're not actually being transparent with people. There's obviously still clear favoritism.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing some of the biggest content creators on this platform moving to YouTube gaming. And there's clear reasons behind it.
Right.
Of course, there's financial reasoning behind it, but there's also like a sense of freedom, honestly.
Yeah.
I think once people tie down to a Twitch partnership, there's a lot of back and forth that happens with the content creator and Twitch. And I think moving from Twitch to YouTube is probably less so of a burden for them.
Yeah.
And I also genuinely feel like as outdated and back in the ass that YouTube is, their UI is for streaming, I think they're actively working with the creators to try to make it better.
Yeah. Yeah, so for the people that are listening to this that didn't hear the news, in the past couple days, Dr. Lupo and Tim the Tap Man signed exclusively to YouTube Gaming. So Dr. Lupo has been on Twitch since 2015, and Tim the Tapman's been on since, I believe, 2012. So both have been on the platform for a real long time. Dr. Lupo has done some crazy good things for the gaming community and just world as a whole. And he and so before this all came out, well, after Dr. Lupo, Tim the Tapman tweeted $2. And that was it, like the cryptic $2. And obviously, like, I knew it was going to go. So I was like, all right, like, when did they both announce their exclusivity on a Twitch? It was the same day in October of 2019. So that means their contracts came to an end at the same time. And that's not confirmed, but now, at the time it wasn't confirmed, but now it is. So Dr. Lupo in an interview said that he signed for an amount of money that, like, he's set for life now.
And then,
and then Tim the Tapman didn't really open up too much about the financial aspect of it. But it was, you can only imagine that the financials to signing exclusively to one of these platforms, when they're giving you a fat lump sum of money, whether it be salary or, well, I guess, salary, you as a content creator, you can relax. You can stream the games you want to stream, and you're not 100% stuck to that viewer count that's in your chat right now. We've seen Valkyrie come out with that and say, like, my viewer count doesn't even matter anymore. And now that we're seeing that with both of them, I think it's a beautiful thing, and it was long overdue. I do think YouTube gaming has a long way to go, but as Bob said, it sounds like they're proactively trying to make things better by working with creators.
Yeah,
and I think we'll see it sometime in the near future. I'm not going to say it's going to like be right around the corner where we see all these changes, but we're going to see gifting members, which is equivalent to gifting subs. We're going to see bits. We're going to see a change in the UI to be able to discover streamers better. There's going to be a lot more.
I literally think that's the most important part.
It is. It 100% is. But like once they like they just got the clipping feature, which still sucks. There's like no directory on where your clips go. You get a link and that's it. You want to see that. But stuff like that is causing, like Tim the Tapman, who has a YouTube that has, I believe it's like 3.4 million subscribers rather. He was like, yeah, I'm giving up this channel pretty much to just like VODs. I'm going to move to my other channels. He has like 5 other YouTubes. So the guy's doing very well. But this is the start to maybe a Twitch like exodus.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I think that a big part of this is going to be played by these gigantic creators like Tim, Courage, Valkyrie, Lupo, Dr. Disrespect, because it seems like they're being brought to the table to determine the way the platform is shaped. Mm-hmm. Instead of just playing favorites like Twitch does, YouTube and it seems like what is it, Fwiz?
Yep. Fwiz.
Who's like the director of gaming at YouTube, which is definitely a title they just fucking made up. They were just like, hey, we need a who wants to be the president of gaming?
Oh, same thing with fucking Amazon.
Yeah,
the director of gaming.
Yeah, director of gaming. Like, so their director of gaming initiatives, Fwiz, is definitely like inviting these guys to the table. It's not and women to the table. And saying not just, we don't want to just play favorites. We don't want to just make sure that you're prioritized in this algorithm. We don't want to just make sure that you're the first creators that people see when they log onto the platform. We want you to help shape what this platform looks like for future creators. Yeah. And that's a huge and like this massive different step because, these people that you're throwing the bag at, who you're saying, hey, we get this Google money. We're just going to, this is Amazon versus Google. It's not exactly like this. It's not like either of them is the little engine that could.
Like another company like, Mixer and Microsoft.
And they did the complete wrong thing, which is like what you're saying is like they brought in Shroud and Ninja for this fat bag, but didn't utilize them to grow that platform. Yeah, they barely promoted them. They barely did anything.
It was they quite literally thought that they were going to resurrect their dying platform off of Star Power.
Yeah.
That was it.
And, they made a last ditch effort. They threw the bag at Ninja, and that was probably couch cushion money from Microsoft. Because like, all right, we'll make one last Hail Mary and try to get, Ninja to get people into the platform, and I'm sure that they did. I'm sure that they did raise some money when they did that. And it's crazy to think that also that this show has been on for all of that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can go back and find out takes from, like, the day that Ninja moved platforms, and we were like, oh, shit, like, is Mixer going to be... I'm sure you could go back in that episode and be like, what's this mean for Mixer? Are they going to be, like, the next big thing? I'm also we may have also been there for when Beam like rebranded it to Mixer.
We 100% were Wicked Good Gaming at that time because I vividly remember receiving emails saying that Beam was now transitioning to Mixer.
Yeah.
And that was a Microsoft exclusive app.
I think that might have been the first PAX East we ever went to was Mixer had a big booth. And it was like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, isn't this Beam? I was like, wait, well, what's Beam? The only Beam we acknowledge is Guy Beam.
That's right.
Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but yeah, I mean, there's tons of conversation today. The vibes on YouTube gaming today were absolutely immaculate. And I don't know if anybody's ever been able to say that ever, but like, it
was a great day
having
today.
a super team of Dr. Lupo, Courage, Tim the Tapman, Dr. Disrespect, all in one squad, just like
It's insane.
it was wild to see. And the energy, it's like you see like old friends that haven't seen each other for so long. And there's no way these guys don't talk offline. But he was like, Tim, I think said it, Tim was like, it is so good to like hear your voice in a party chat, like talking at me and like not having me like hear you through my TV or like through my PC. He's like, it's just so good to like game with you again. And like, this is what Twitch is trying to hold back from us. I'm fucking shaking right now. I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking right now.
That honestly really is like such a strange way to look at it. That Twitch has created a barrier between people. Like it's it's the definition of gatekeeping. You're keeping away those creators who were previously on Twitch that are no longer allowed on Twitch for whatever fucking reason. I'm sure we'll figure out in 5 fucking years. But
We'll figure out when the depositions start for
Right,
the
exactly,
Dr. Disrespect.
I don't think we'll
lawsuit.
ever find out, but we can talk about that at a different
If
time.
they settle out of court, they won't.
if they,
So apparently, and this isn't 100% confirmed in Doc's contract because we haven't seen it, they add verbiage to Twitch partner contracts that says if any legal action comes up, they have to go to arbitration. If everything goes to arbitration, everything is confidential.
Yep.
Which means if it does go to arbitration, which is like what they have to do based on the contract, if that verbiage is in that contract, then everything stays confidential after the fact.
That makes sense. Because
I'm
they're going to settle out of court. Amazon's going to pay them off.
I still think there's going to be leaks.
Yeah.
I think there's going to
say,
be
oh,
leaks.
here's 25 mil.
Yeah, so yeah.
They
Yeah,
take
I
a
mean,
little
it's-
dustpan. They go.
It's still kind of wild though to see like everybody but Doc now with the YouTube gaming check. He's the only one that's not.
Yeah, he said that on the stream today too. He was like, "By the way, guys, congrats on all your exclusive YouTube partnerships. I don't have one yet, but congrats nonetheless.
Dude, so back to what you were saying about like Tim going into the call. I remember once the news got dropped. So it got dropped on Wednesday, and I popped into Doc's stream as soon as it was like announced when he was going live, and just to watch the life that was like pumped back into that.
He was just going like
how happy he was. He just kept like nodding his head and going, Timmy Tenders, and like smiling and like getting so excited. And he had like a breath of fresh air where he was like screaming and enjoying what he was playing. And like I've seen times in his stream where he just looks defeated. Yeah. And like, but it looked like a whole new like wind got given into him. And like, and seeing the same with Tim today, where it's just like where like the duo's back, like we get to play with each other again. And like Lupo was cool with them too. And Lupo was playing with them. And like when you jump platforms like that, it's scary. Like especially when you reach that level that like Tim's on, where you have to hope that you formed your community to follow you wherever you go.
Yeah.
But you never really know when you're switching platforms like that. But to see him max out, I think it was like 110,000 viewers max today, or like peak, and he had 10,000 members in his first hour, which is subscribers.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick. And then to bring it all full circle, Ninja was talking about it after Tim announced it, and he was saying that this is so good for the industry because now people that are at Twitch that are in deals that are coming to an end that feel like this is an option for them to jump and make generational money and bring your talents elsewhere. Now they kind of have the upper hand to go to Twitch and be like, hey, pay me or I'm gone too.
Yeah.
Now they kind of have that. So Ninja's like, yeah, this is great for the industry.
Think about this, right? Is there a certain person, you have cable, right?
No.
Okay. The whole argument is out the window. Do you have cable?
No.
Perfect. Is there anybody that would go on cable that you would pay to see? Or like, has there ever been?
No.
Has there ever been when you did have cable? Let's say when you would, I don't know, regularly watch TV, even like before Netflix and stuff like that. Saying, I have to turn this channel on because I need to watch this guy. or this actor is in this thing, and they're only in this channel.
I never have.
Like, if you can, who can name them? I can't even name them, and I feel like I watch more TV than the average person. I can't name a single thing. Maybe you think like The Sopranos, like this is your appointment television where it's like, I can't watch The Sopranos anywhere else. I can't watch Billions anywhere else. It's on Showtime. I can't watch like Homeland when that was current. Like, you couldn't, like, that type of stuff is the only thing I can think of for an analog. But like, I don't think there's a single actor or personality out there right now where it's like a regular, like, you call it 18 to 35, both men and women, like, that are going, hey, insert name here is on NBC or ABC. I need to turn that channel on, and this is appointment television for me. That is what Twitch and YouTube gaming are doing differently, and that is what Ninja's talking about, which is saying they can throw generational money at them. A movie studio can throw or like Marvel, for example, could throw a 15-movie contract at Robert Downey Jr., which they did, and say, hey, you're going to be in all these movies. You know, we want you exclusively, and you don't even need to do anything else. You don't need to be in anything else. You could do a couple Sherlock Holmes movies and the fucking Dr. Dolittle picture if you want. It don't matter, because the money we're giving you is what matters. This is going to take care of your grandkids. Yeah. And so for Tim the Tatman to do that, I know he's a big family guy. We know Doc has kids. I think Lupo probably has a family as well.
Kid and
Ninja, very clearly a family man. Yep. You know, these guys are being like they're putting this stuff first. And we've talked about burnout. We've talked about the never-ending grind. We've talked about, you know, things just like not stopping. So for them to get this opportunity, and they're not competitive, they don't have to compete. No. And Ninja's saying, you know, like, they're not pitting them against each other. Twitch is kind of like inadvertently doing that because they're preventing Doc from appearing on their platform, which is one thing. I'm sure that Tim and Ninja can probly
they can't, because they weren't banned. Doc was banned, so he can't. Yeah.
But I think the moral of the story is that, like, these, and I've definitely said this before on the show, like, these Twitch personalities and YouTube gaming personalities and content creators are the new, like, appointment television. Yeah. Like, these are the people that you go out of your way to block time off and say, listen, it's, 2:00, Tim the Tatman streaming. I gotta, take my lunch break a little late so I can watch.
Or you pull it up on another monitor, be like, hey, like, he goes live at 11 o'clock, like, while I'm working, like, this is what I'm gonna have on. Right. I'm gonna shut my music off and put this on.
To be fair, I do that, one with Counter-Strike and two with, like, maybe two other streamers, and that's Moon Moon and Tyler One.
Right. Yeah. That's like, and Counter-Strike can be a Thursday Night Football, and call Moon your, hey, we got to sit down and watch my Tuesday night soap operas or whatever. Like, like, that's your appointment television. Yeah.
What is very safe to say, and feel free to disagree with me if you want, regardless of how you feel about Ninja, streaming is where it is today because of him.
1,000%.
Yeah.
People would not even be close to making the money that they're making or having like the notoriety or fame that they have now if it wasn't for Tyler Blevin.
100%.
There's no chance it would be where it was now.
What he and Shroud did, making that move. Thank you, Clint, for the 14 months.
Hey, C-Dog.
What he and Shroud did, making that move from Twitch to Mixer, was a landmark moment in streaming history. Yeah. We are now at another landmark moment in streaming history. Yeah. What is happening now is we're seeing that the top grossing earners on this platform that is clearly has to be profitable if, they're signing fucking $1 million deals to people. They're reaching the point of their careers where that isn't even finding that generational wealth is the automatic yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. It doesn't matter if they were on Twitch for X amount of years. It doesn't matter, honestly, like, in the weird, shitty fucking landscape that Twitch always seems to find itself in. It is just the fact that there are more options than one now. Yeah. Mixer, sure, I guess it was an option for some people, leaving Twitch to go there. It's also heartbreaking to see what happened to all of the, like, actual Mixer streamers that weren't Twitch streamers.
It also just like re-dawned on me that they all were like pushed over to Facebook gaming.
Yeah.
I 100%. Completely forgot about that until just now.
Yeah, it was. So that was another part of Ninja's deal Ninja and
Does he get the option?
You have the option of either getting bought out of your contract, which was what, $30 million for 4 months
Yeah, the
on
bag was
Mixer or
different.
some shit, or you sign a renegotiated contract deal of higher value to go to Facebook Gaming, and everybody
And you're
was
automatically partnered.
yes, and both of them said, no, we're going to take the contract that we signed for the 2-year contract that we signed for fucking $20-30 million.
Yeah.
And we're going to go do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
So this is the exact same thing. We're just seeing fucking 2.0 at this point.
Yeah.
But the thing with it's this is now a 1.0 Ninja Shroud. 2.0 Lupo, Courage, Valkyrie, Dr. Disrespect, even though he's on a relatively different aspect of that. Tim, 2.0 is exponentially twice as much as the first round.
Yep.
If you follow trends and patterns and formulas and mathematics, that kernel that starts it all goes on to the next layer, which is doubled. If you double the next layer, we're going to get the next potentially 8 top fucking streamers off of Twitch making a revolutionary move.
I think we're seeing these streamers get older and their priorities changing before our eyes, where Lupo and Tim, they scream like we have young children, we have a wife, and Tim's got super emotional on stream before. It's just something about his son, he started tearing up. You can tell that no one does. No one wants to be glued to behind a computer for 6 days a week.
Right.
Working for 8 to 10 hours a day. No one wants to do that. When you have a family that's in the other room and you have a kid in the other room growing up and you're in your room for 10 hours a day, you want to spend time with that kid, with your wife, with your significant other, whoever it is. And now we're seeing them get older and those priorities really start to take over. And they now have the option to sign on a platform that will allow them to maybe free up that time and still make the same amount of money. And maybe that's how Twitch does their contracts, where a lot of it's incentive based, where they have to be on for X amount of hours and bring in X amount of views in order to get your full potential. On the other hand, and I haven't seen contracts, so I don't know, but maybe YouTube's hey, we just want you to stream for X amount of hours per month, and here's your money, good. So it's the same as when you work a job, right? Where you work a job and say you have this job, you work in a finance department. It was hey, you are at your desk until the work is done. I don't give a fuck. And you get fucking 2 weeks of pay time off per year and yada, yada. You learn to fucking hate that job, or you start to hate that job. And then another company approaches you saying, hey, unlimited PTO, take all the time you need, stay happy. And you'll still make the same amount of money. You're a lot happier at your job and you perform better.
Yeah.
So there's a system in place, on Twitch, the bounty system. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you're familiar with this, Dom, but there's a bounty system on Twitch in which the top earners on Twitch are capable of, instead of sponsors and advertisements reaching out to them, they automatically have these sponsors and advertisements available for them to claim. So somebody like Mizkif accidentally, or Mizkif's girlfriend accidentally leaked a bounty payout, and it was $30,000 to stream Legends of Runeterra, I think it was, the League of Legends card game or something, for 2 hours. So there's already a pre-established bounty system in there where there's your established incentive. Also, shout out Binge for the 10.
Jesus.
Hey, what you doing, man? Don't make me get
Get me get the fuck out.
Can we make that a sub emote?
Just like the guy on the...
Yeah, can we make that a sub alert, actually?
You should reach out to him. He's from around here.
We definitely should. Don't make me get that.
Love you, Joe. Thank you.
So there's already incentive-based systems involved in Twitch. There's the bounty system. It would not surprise me at all to find out that there is somewhere in their contract saying, we need you to be on, at least 25, 30 hours a week, something like that. Who was discussing what the Amaranth streaming time, where it was 15 hours a week or something like that, because she was, still making millions of dollars on other people.
No, it was someone else. Amaranth is up there with the top streamers.
She's on there a ton,
on.
yeah.
Then who is it that I was thinking of? I can't remember. I know I watched, this is probably not I'm not happy to say this, but I watched fucking XQC go on a fucking rant about this shit before. But like, I wouldn't be surprised to see like in their contract, we expect you to stream X amount of hours a week.
Oh, yeah.
We expect you to do like one Twitch Rivals every month or something like that. And to be fair, who the fuck really wants to get pulled into a Twitch Rivals every single month?
No, I watched the Warzone ones, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think I'd seen somebody else say that like Amaranth was actually like one of the hardest working creators out there. Right. And that she was on like 50, 60 hours a week. And then I feel like every time I turn around, if I'm not logged into Twitch, she's like one of the recommended ones on the side. You have your Tims, formerly Tims. Like I've seen like Moon on the like recommended one on the side. Stuff like that. She's fucking live right now. Look at just like blank.
I can't remember who it was that actually she was.
But I saw somebody else saying like this, like know it or not, this girl's like one of the hardest working women on Twitch.
Yeah. It was Trainwreck.
Yeah.
It might
like she's always on, and that is like in and of itself, it doesn't make a difference because you saw like Alinity had said that she was making exponentially more than on a different platform than she was on Twitch. Yeah. And I'm sure that it's probably the same for Amaranth, but the fact that she's still on, and it's just like, you might as well get it while the getting's good, and you can, while your audience is this engaged, you might as well just like
stack up,
strike while the iron's hot, stack up, because do you want to do that forever? No, I'm sure that Tim would love to go into an early retirement.
Yeah. I mean, he stated a dozen fucking times, especially when the DMCA thing was a huge issue. He made several statements of like, I don't care. If Twitch bans me and I get permabanned for DMCA, that's fine. I'm going to go spend my afternoon on the beach. I don't fucking give a shit. Like, and that's these, top earning content creators finally realizing like, maybe it's not really worth it to stream 60 hours a week anymore. Yeah. Maybe there are better things I could be doing with my life. Fuck it. If I can go get a bag somewhere else, I'm absolutely going to do that. And then I get to spend time with my family. Then I get to go to the beach. Then I get to go golfing, all that shit. Like I'm sure there are weird contractual things with Twitch. I'm sure there's also probably weird contractual shit with YouTube as well that we just don't know nearly enough about. But I want to talk about like the actual biggest issues we see now with why is Twitch the number one streaming platform, and why has YouTube gaming not taken over for it? To me, there is a clear advantage for Twitch when it comes to, I hate saying the word discoverability because for smaller streamers, you're buried regardless. Yeah. You're buried regardless, but the UI on Twitch is so established that you can search for any game. You can find the top streamers, the most people who have the streamers with the most viewers in that game. You can get a recommended for you category. There's on each side of the fucking layout, there's recommendations. Like you're being pushed content from 100 different avenues at once. On YouTube, because it is a video, a VOD platform first, none of that exists. And that is where I think the biggest issue right now with YouTube gaming is, and that's the UI and the discoverability, because unless you're like honed in on who it is you want to watch on YouTube, you might not get notified.
Yeah, Doc said something like that today. He goes, I feel like maybe he said the word discoverability. Regardless, he was like, when I'm not live streaming to my community, I pretty much go into a black hole when I press that like end stream button, because like that's it. And he was like, the only way for people to like really like pop in or find me is to like watch my pre-recorded shit or be there when I'm live.
Yeah.
He was like, my community and me, it feels like we go into a black hole once I press that end stream button. And I do get what Bob's saying, because I 100% agree with it, where Twitch is undoubtedly the top dog right now. It's just by numbers, it's just what it is. Do I think that stays like that for a bit longer? Yes, I do. Do I think there will be a very, very drastic change? And I'm not saying that they get dethroned. I'm saying that YouTube gets a lot closer than what they are now.
Yeah.
I genuinely think they get dethroned. I think what we speculate, because we don't know for sure, that YouTube gaming is actually actively working with these top creators to make a more integrated system for streamers and content creators. If they are doing that, because it is our speculation, then I give it legitimately a year. Give it a year.
It's quick.
I think the more we see those UI changes, I think the more we see the discoverability. I think you throw an extra tab somewhere up on YouTube for live streaming. You give its own individual search bar for like live Counter-Strike, live Call of Duty, live
integrated into YouTube TV,
or they break off. They break off from YouTube from having it on the main YouTube, and there's like a standalone link and a standalone like platform for it.
I think that's a larger leap though, because because YouTube is already pre-established. YouTube itself as an application is 15 times what Twitch is.
Oh, yeah.
But Twitch as a live streaming platform is double what YouTube is.
Yeah, because they're geared more like natively towards it, which is why now they have all of these, not even just the star power, but the brain power to like these creators who know exactly what they want. They know what's made them successful. They know like what have been the driving features behind their success, what's helped to accelerate the growth of their community, and what has hindered it. And now they can go to Fwiz and everybody at YouTube Gaming and say, here's what we want to see. Yeah. Like, hey, I would be shocked if not every single one of them in their contracts said at some point, like, you're inviting us to these like quarterly investor meetings. You're inviting us to these quarterly partner meetings where, we are going to have a say and have a big old seat at the table in saying how we shape the platform for everybody else. And why shouldn't it be that way? Yeah. Why shouldn't it be that way? This is not just an investment in having people come to the platform. It's an investment in their opinion. It's not just their name, but it's their brains, too, that they're buying a piece of. And they're saying, okay, Valkyrie, you're like one of the most successful female streamers out there, bar none. One of the most successful streamers, full stop.
Period, yeah.
Period. What makes you tick? How can we enable other, young women to build themselves up on YouTube gaming?
It's literally paving a path.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
How can we help you to help pave that path, not only just for every streamer, but specifically for, women in your age group or younger? Like with the other big personalities, you have your, for your Tims and your Lupos or whatever, who are just your back of the box, successful, full-time celebrity streamers. What can we do to make this a more enticing platform for other people like you?
And how do we make it more enticing for more viewers to come?
Yeah.
I genuinely think we're going to see within the next, I won't say 12, I'll say year to 2 years. I think we're going to see, like Chris was saying, contracts start to die out. We're going to see the ending of Twitch contracts. Yep. And I think it clearly becomes more enticing. You want to grab me another one, actually?
Yeah. Oh, good.
We all read you one.
True.
Give me a Bud Light or something.
Oh, yeah, grab me a Bud Light then, if that's the case. Where the fuck was I?
I think Twitch contracts.
I think we're going to see within the next year to 2 years of Twitch contracts ending. Yeah, there's obviously going to be that, back and forth of, I now have this option to go to YouTube. This is how much they're offering me. I would like to see more than that.
Yeah.
But I also think we're going to see people following in the footsteps of these successful creators making that move and saying, you know what, I would also like to follow in their footsteps. I would like to follow their path that they are now paving for us, because within these next 2 years, we will see those changes. Yeah. We're going to see the UI updates. We're going to see the discoverability. We're going to get the search engines. We're going to get all of, I genuinely believe that. I think where Mixer fell, YouTube will pick it up.
Yeah.
And I think it will be the legitimate new #1 top streaming platform, on top of being the #1 VOD platform. There's quite literally no reason why it can't or shouldn't happen.
Yeah. All the big people on Twitch, and I'm not discrediting their hard work because obviously like it shows for itself, but there's a lot of luck that comes into play, right? Yeah. Where it's right place, right time. You're at this up and coming platform and you're one of the faces on there and you work your balls off to kind of stay consistent and stay on there and like work, and you made your way up to the top, and great. Regardless of how long YouTube gaming has been around, it's still in its infancy.
Yeah.
Where I think as a new streamer, more than anything, you are literally shooting yourself in the foot by trying to start on Twitch instead of YouTube right now. I really do. Yeah. And the reason for that is this is Justin TV before Twitch bought it and rebranded it. This is Justin TV before Twitch bought it and rebranded it. Now you're literally on the ground floor of YouTube gaming, So you can be there for all of these changes, and your voice can be heard for the most part, and you can be on that upwards trajectory with that platform. On Twitch now, it's fucking all the way up. It's all the way up. So you're climbing a mountain with fucking rollerblades on.
Yeah, but you're also climbing that mountain with 10, 15,000 other people in that same category grabbing at your legs trying to pull you down.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But like if you're on YouTube now, and don't get me wrong, like it's not saturated. Like there's people on there, don't get me wrong, but it's not super oversaturated because people don't know what its full potential is because they haven't really showed their full hand yet. We hear all these things of what they're planning on doing and what's getting brought up in the meetings, but nothing has been implemented yet. So these big guys going over there or big women going over there, it's an investment for them too. Well, they don't know how this is going to turn out. Like they have no idea.
I genuinely also believe that there is incentive behind their moving from Twitch to YouTube. That if you say, for instance, you take family out of the circumstance and you take that generational wealth out of the circumstance. Say you're just like a single streamer, but you're also like at the top. You know, I can't give you one off the top of my head.
I'm sure Valkyrie is probably in that where she's younger and doesn't have a family to like answer for.
That's probably a good one.
Say
XQC.
All right, say you're
newly single, right. I guess.
True,
is he
actually
exclusive to YouTube?
Yes, he's exclusive to Twitch.
Gotcha.
He never announced it. Very, very casually said like yesterday that he has an exclusivity contract.
So say, for example, you're XQC and you are he is quite literally the biggest earner on Twitch. You start hearing those rumblings of, or say your contract's coming to an end and you're now doing renegotiations with YouTube and Facebook, probably not Facebook, honestly, but you're renegotiating with YouTube and potentially Twitch. I promise you, when YouTube is approaching somebody like XQC or somebody like Tim or Doc or Dr. Lupo, they're saying, hey, we're not there yet, but we want you to help us get there.
Yeah.
We
give them equity in the platform.
That's what Jess just said. They're for sure getting equity.
Yeah, exactly. We're not there yet, but we want you to help us get there.
Yep.
These are all the ideas that we had in mind. This is the stuff that we cherry picked from other successful sites, Twitch, obviously. These are the changes that we want to make. These are the designs and the ideas that we want to promote. We want you guys to be on board for this.
Yep.
I promise you that is something that went into negotiations.
Oh, yeah.
In what, if you, so XQC streams what, like 70 hours a week?
Something crazy like that. Probably even more.
That's not just his career. That's also his like livelihood, honestly.
Yeah.
He loves to do it. He clearly makes a shit ton of fucking money off of it. But it's something you wouldn't do for 80 hours a week if you didn't really enjoy it.
Yeah, 100%. No, he loves it.
You wouldn't make that leap from the best, most optimized streaming platform to a less optimized streaming platform unless there was improvements coming in the future, which is why I can almost guarantee within the next couple of years. I don't even want to say a couple of years, but I'm saying a couple of years just because of how slow YouTube tends to push things out.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
It's going to take a little bit, but like for the sake of that story, right? And this is like a quick two-parter. When a game wants to make a video game or their game competitive or like more optimized for esports or something like that, we're seeing a lot more than ever that they're sitting down with pros and be like, hey, help us critique it. Dr. Disrespect tweeted something a couple months ago, pretty much like adding fizz, going like, hey, like reach out to my people. I can definitely help. And they responded like, hey, we'll be in touch.
Yeah.
Do you think Twitch could ever? Twitch would never.
No.
It's because they claim to be open with their creators. They claim to want to hear that feedback. The problem is they're fucking alien overlords at Amazon don't want that. They just want the money. That's it.
Also, just on the equity piece as well, there's no way that creators like Tim, even Doc, who may not have an exclusivity contract, but I'm sure he's got something on paper, Tim, Doc, Lupo, Valkyrie, Courage, absolutely get a little bonus if the YouTube gaming platform as a whole grows year over year. There's no doubt in my mind.
There's no way.
Hey, if we win, you win. If we win, you win.
Yeah,
Guess
you
what?
took the risk on us.
Yeah.
Now, like,
guess what, Tim? Listen, you come over to us. If YouTube gaming grows 0.05% over the next year over year, because we'll attribute that to you and your pals. I mean, it's by design, but it's also because they like each other. But they also go, oh, why don't you guys go play with your little friends now that you're all on YouTube Gaming? Because they drew probably record numbers in one day. You'll see that come out next week. You'll see it come out next week. They go, oh, the 1 day surge for YouTube Gaming was bigger than it's ever been. If they grow 0.05% in the next year, Tim gets a $100,000 bonus. Doc gets a $100,000 bonus. Lupo gets a $100,000 bonus, et cetera, et cetera.
I can literally see YouTube Gaming, the way they do their negotiations, like, hey, can you talk about your, what you're getting from the other place? Like, maybe like in this ballpark. He's like, no, just straight up tell me, we'll give you more.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just Google.
Just tell us, we'll give you more.
Yeah. We already know. Actually, we already know because it's Google and we already know everything you make.
Hold on. Let's hack into their search engine.
We saw it in your email already. Just don't lie to us. This one's for Reggie, who asked us to chug a beer last week. I already chugged a beer for you last week, Reg, but you left the chat. So, we're doing it again because we care. It's so cold. It's so different out of a glass. Is your filling hurt?
No, I just had a brain freeze.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reg.
Yeah, Rich. That's where we're at. Big things are kind of moving around. Big things are changing. If you're a weirdo that gets mad at your favorite streamer for moving platforms for the benefit of themselves and their family, you're a fucking weirdo.
You're a cornball.
You are a cornball.
You're a bozo.
You're a geek.
You're a geek.
You
Bozo's
loser.
another underrated insult, by
That's
the way.
a really good one.
Bozo. That's something Ninja said too. Is like he literally said, and not verbatim, but very similar to what I just said. It was just like, if you're like mad at these people for doing it, like, come on.
Yeah.
That's stupid. And then he ended up by saying it's a great thing for the industry. Thumbs up.
Fucking Shroud and Ninja both put that target on their backs the day they moved to Mixer. Like, they experienced it already.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing. Streamers need more options. They need multiple not for nothing. If you want to grow on like a social media, there's always new ones popping up, right? Where like you can platform your streaming career via fucking TikTok because it was the new thing, and we've seen people change their lives because they were on it on the ground floor. Like, we need more options for these streamers to grow.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that YouTube is taking the steps in the right direction. We don't know what's going to come out of it, but the way that they're handling things right now, I could say in confidence that like it's going to be it'll be dope over there.
Do you think it overtakes Twitch?
Not now, not tomorrow, not next month, probably not next year. But I think eventually YouTube Gaming has the momentum that no other platform has to do that. Yeah. I think it's definitely possible.
Okay. Other question. Do we see other competitors coming forward?
100%.
But
Yeah. There's always a bigger fish.
When I say competitors, I mean like legitimate can compete with Twitch YouTube.
I think we'll see like in the next like 5 years, we'll see one that like actually has potential, and it takes them another fucking 2 decades to actually make a splash. It's the same with any business, right? Everyone's going to continue to try it and majority fail. But
it's also at this point, you think about who the players in the space are. Microsoft failed, and it's Microsoft. So now you have your big three tech company, your other big three tech companies. With Microsoft's probably the biggest tech, except Apple is the only other one.
Yeah.
The thing, Apple,
Tim?
that's a great call.
The other Tim Cook, Tim Apple. What are we thinking about, bud? Listen, I'm just saying.
So how do you feel about this?
Who was gaming and streaming the podcast, hosting the podcast on a Mac for the first fucking 4 years? I'm just saying.
It's your boys.
First round draft pick.
So
when Apple comes out with a streaming service. Wait, tinfoil hats.
Yeah.
Here we go. Fine.
I fucking love that call. That's money.
2023 Apple.
I think that's
Apple
money.
gaming streaming services. I'm telling you, Apple Arcade is going to go for the live streaming thing.
They have Apple Arcade. They have Apple TV. They have fucking all this shit.
It's already there.
I think that's a money call. All right, so how do you feel about this really quick, and then we'll get into voicemails. Do we ever see that streamer take the leap and start their own?
Yes.
Yes, and they'll partner with Apple.
To see that's not a
It'll
bad.
be Dr. Lupo.
Well, Lupo just signed a fucking life-changing deal. That guy's not leaving.
Well, you said
How
ever.
long?
You said ever. You didn't say like.
Oh, true. I think that person ends up being Ninja.
I think so. We're seeing these mega streamers right now, these mega content creators, these huge personalities in the industry. We're seeing them, like Dom was discussing last week. There's people looking for outs.
Oh yeah.
Not everybody wants to stream 60 hours a week. Somebody like Doc could be looking for an out creating his own video game company. Somebody like Ninja, for example, could also be looking for an out creating his own streaming platform. Congratulations, you created it. It is now generating you revenue every single month that you now don't have to do anything for.
Yeah. You're stupid if you don't think about your exit plan at some point. You're not going to be doing the same thing forever. You got to think about your exit plan. How am I going to make money when I feel like hanging things up? Whether that come from a video game or a game studio or a streaming platform or your own video. I already said that, but regardless, like you said, you need that exit plan. And like, unless you're Shroud, who said he's going to be streaming in a diaper when he's fucking 90, like a lot of them want to.
I still think that changes. I think I give him a couple of years, and I think he changes his outlook to being like, maybe I do want to do consulting on video games, or maybe I do want to create my own org to support.
Maybe Ninja actually partners with Apple, to do their first big like video game release. And they do Stadia, but they do it right.
I have an idea. So you see all these like different streamers, YouTubers rather, creating multiple channels. So there's multiple streams of revenue coming in from different channels. Only person I can realistically think of doing this, and I could be completely off, but I believe Asmongold has his main Asmongold channel and then a separate Twitch channel. When are we gonna start seeing these streamers growing multiple platforms? And then when they decide to hang it up, they pull the whole Summit 1G exit plan and they rent those out to up and coming streamers or stuff like that.
I think it's a little different for Asmongold because also a friend of the show, by the way, Asmongold
friend of the program
was a guest on the show.
Yeah, like first fucking like 10 episodes.
However the fuck we pulled that off.
Yeah,
Shout out to Skype because we fucking Skype. He's still my Skype friend.
It was in the first like 60, I think. So yeah, shout out to Asmongold, friend of the show. Who we still talk to surprisingly in DMs once in a while.
Hey.
Love that guy.
My buddy.
Whenever he frees up some time, that guy's so busy.
Yeah, whenever you get some time, Asmongold.
Quite literally,
Zachy baby.
He might be one of the most like zen, prolific, like sentient people I've ever watched do discussion pieces because he has a very open mindset, but also a very like down to earth mentality on how he does his discussions about a lot of topics. And I genuinely appreciate the way he discusses things.
100%.
But I think it's a little different with Asmongold, and because he created his own, it's an org, but it's also a brand.
Yeah.
Like he created OTK.
And it's also a bunch of friends.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. He created a brand and an organization of all of his friends that he wanted to bring together under the same fucking roof, or like a couple of roofs, because a couple of them own their own fucking streaming houses too. But they all live within fucking 3 fucking streets of each other in Texas somewhere. Shout out Real Names Bobby with a tier 1.
Shout out Del Vex.
Oh, it's Rob Del Vecchio. Hey, buddy. Haven't seen you since...
There's a whole government out there now.
Haven't seen you since fucking high school.
I think that's him. I believe it is. I think that's like his Instagram.
You motherfucker.
But it's kind of different because he created his own organization, and it's more of like an umbrella category that's still contained within Twitch. But again, look at what some of the biggest streamers on Twitch do right now. They don't give a shit about DMCA. They'll play whatever music they want because they delete the VOD immediately afterwards, but upload it straight to their own websites. Like they're creating their back pile of this is all of my content. Guess what? I'm not keeping it on Twitch for extra views and Twitch to make extra revenue off of because of DMCA, because of how improperly you manage your content creators. So I have my own category and catalog of my content here. I wouldn't be surprised if someone like Moon or CDN sees they do all of that shit after every single stream. I wouldn't be surprised if they just roll back and say, you know what? I'm going to stream on my website. I'm going to stream on my own website. This is my brand. This is where I go live. Tune in.
Similar to how a lot of like development companies and studios are doing their own showcases now instead of joining the big ones.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we'll tune in for like State of Play. It's like, all right, cool. Like, we'll go there. I definitely think that's an option at some point where it's just like, you don't have to create your own streaming platform, but the people who give a fuck about you will go to your website if that's where you're streaming and posting all your videos. Right. same way that they'll follow you if you are going to a different platform.
Yeah.
It's 100% the same thing. If your community is strong enough, they'll follow you literally wherever you go.
Yeah, man, that's what Tim was saying today. He's like, it's bigger than one platform. Like, our community is stronger and bigger than any sort of than a logo. It's bigger than a company. It's bigger than a website. Like, it's just, we have a community that, will follow wherever I go, and like, we're gonna stick together. And like, that's part of the reason why I was getting so emotional, is like, just to appreciate like the absolutely insane numbers. Also, I'm sure that it helped a little bit to have him streaming with some of the three biggest content creators in the game.
That's what I was going to ask. I was going to say, do you think that maintains though? Like,
No,
because
no.
I mean, again,
Never
I hate going back to shout out Fiona, shout out to real name's Bobby, 5 gifted for Chris does the truffle shuffle.
No.
TOS, we can't
Do
do
it.
it, unfortunately.
No, I can't take my shirt off.
You can do it with the
TOS.
shirt on though.
No, it's not the same.
Do the truffle
It
show.
ain't the same.
It's still, yeah, it's true.
Rob, come on though.
Okay. So you saw what happened with Ninja and Shroud when they went to Mixer.
Yeah.
Their viewer base quite literally dropped to within single digits of what it used to be.
The upfront cash, I'm sure, compensated them for that.
It doesn't actually matter at that point.
Yeah.
But their viewer base went from, say, 50,000 viewers any given day on Twitch to 5,000 viewers on Mixer on a good day.
Yeah.
On Twitch. I mean, on Mixer. Do we realistically expect to see Tim the Tatman's numbers of 100,000 viewers on YouTube last into 2 weeks from now?
I think that I say yes, just because the more big personalities, the more options that people have on YouTube gaming, the more they're going to want to stay on the platform. Like, if you're on Twitch and you're on your little sidebar there and you see what your recommended options are, there's probably more big personalities to jump around to. And, Tim or whoever might end up benefiting the most, because people are going to, at the end of the day, let's say you're flipping the channels, right? Yeah, we get some good channels in this cable package here, going back to the TV analogy on Twitch. And you're looking at the different content creators that you have as an option. Let's say you settle back on Moon and you're watching them for a little bit.
Love them.
On YouTube Gaming...
Come on the show, by the way, pal.
On YouTube Gaming, it might not be the same, because you only have a handful of like your top tier, your top flight content creators who are on there. So you're flipping back and forth and you're thinking about what's going to keep them from bouncing away from YouTube Gaming. What's going to keep them engaged on that platform? What's going to keep them keep the money in the family, basically. Keep them in the YouTube gaming circle, and say, instead of browsing away from the website and going to Twitch or going to Instagram or going to TikTok or whatever, like, what's going to keep you on the app?
Yeah.
They don't have anything yet. That's the problem.
Right. But they're slowly building that out. So now they have, 5 or 6, quadruple A names on YouTube gaming. They have that firepower. It's not just Ninja, who is inarguably the biggest name in the history of gaming content creation. But he can't do everything. Yeah. He can't be on 24/7. He can't carry this entire platform on his back. But 6 or 7 people can. And you say, oh, well, I mean, if I like Tim, I'm probably also subbed to one of these guys.
Yeah.
So also, I think it's probably the most idiotic thing in the world that Doc hasn't been offered an exclusivity contract with YouTube Gaming yet.
I think
he will.
I think it's probably due to the litigation. I don't think.
Yeah, that's totally.
They
why.
Probably wouldn't come forward with a. Hey,
he might still be under contract with Twitch for some crazy reason, even if it's under litigation.
Like a FaZe Clan Cloaksy type thing, where he's still tied in until things get figured out.
Yep.
But then he wouldn't even be able to actually.
I honestly, I don't think so. I think that once he was permabanned.
Ben's just raised a really good point, too, because he said, what app does the Twitch app not work on? I'm pumped they're on YouTube so I can actually cast it. We were just fucking doing this in Chris's living room today, where Twitch does not have an official Roku app or Google Play app or whatever, so we can't just officially cast it to. There's no app that you can click on TV.
Yeah, we almost
YouTube.
We almost had to watch the Portuguese version of the Counter-Strike match going on today.
And to double down on that, a lot of places of work and school
have
blocked Twitch banned, so you can't watch it during work hours or school hours.
Don't tell the hospital. I go into private browsing.
Yeah, but that's what you have to do, right? But YouTube's allowed on fucking everything. Like fucking
Yeah, Fire
hot
TV
monitors
definitely
at the
has an
hospital
app.
have it.
Yeah, Fire TV definitely has an app because it's an Amazon thing. It's Amazon Fire, so of course they have a Twitch app.
Yeah. So back to what you said, I do think that his viewership dies down, not to the point where like he crashes and burns.
Yeah.
Like this is the way it
literally look. Look at the statistics from Ninja and Shroud. It went to a single digit percentage.
Yeah.
It went from 100% on Twitch to 8% on Mixer. Do you think it even comes close to that?
I don't think it drops that much more. I think he goes to his normal 30K viewers from today's 110. I can compare it to fucking when like Sonic opened up. Whatever down the street,
Yeah,
right?
there was
Where
a
when
line
it first
on the corner,
opened up,
yeah.
there was a line down the fucking highway, and now you go there, you can get in there whenever you want.
Yeah.
Like people still go there, but lines aren't down the street anymore because the hype died off.
Now wait until we get an In-N-Out burger.
Yeah, and it's the same as like when one of your buddies, he was like, "Hey Dom, like I'm thinking about starting Twitch stream. I'm telling all my friends." All right, cool. For that first month, 2 months, all his friends show up, all her friends show up to support, and then when it becomes a normal thing, people are like, "Oh, I'll get there when I can."
Yeah. True.
I genuinely think as long as these creators maintain 35+% of what their original viewer base was, I think it's still a success regardless. It's a success regardless just due to the fact that they are now financially set for the rest of their lives. But I think in the streamer eyes, maintaining 35+% of what you originally had on Twitch to what you're going to potentially have now on YouTube, I still think that's a success because as long as the platform continues to grow, their viewer base continues to grow. Mm-hmm. So 35% now could be 65% in 2 years. 65% in 2 years could be 155% in 4 years. You want to do a cone trajectory here. It wants to be exponential, not just incremental.
Yeah.
You want to start here and then explode outwards. Mm-hmm. And I genuinely think if they continue to make all of the upgrades that we want to see on a live streaming platform, which there's, again, no reason why YouTube should not have these established. I think once those start coming out, you start getting more eyes on the live streaming aspect of that platform, and that's where it explodes. It is a ticking time bomb right now. YouTube gaming is a ticking time bomb, and it is just a matter of time before it explodes and becomes the new premier live streaming app.
So I do think comparing Ninja's situation to Tim isn't fair, and this is the reason why. Ninja built his brand off of a game. Tim built his name off of his personality. Yeah. When Ninja goes on Twitch now and streams Final Fantasy, he gets fucking 2,000, 3,000 viewers. Yeah. But when he dials Fortnite back up, you're seeing that push close to 20 again, which is kind of where he was at, give or take, within that 30% fucking range. But I think Tim is the type of streamer, and I'm not kind of taking away from Ninja's personality because I'm sure people gravitate towards it, certain people. But with Tim, he built it off of just being this loud, outspoken, funny, common man.
Fair point. Yep.
And people will follow him for his personality and not just what he's playing, because he's not the best at video games. You don't go to watch his high-tier Warzone gameplay because he's not that good.
To be fair, people don't watch Dom for his high-tier first-person shooting platform.
Exactly. They watch him because of his personality.
My high-tier forehead.
That's what we got. Any final thoughts before we listen to voicemails?
No. I have a thought, though. I just got invited to the Halo Infinite flight for the next one.
Ooh.
Are you going to be? Are we playing only against bots in this one?
I hope fucking so, because otherwise my KD's So I'm fucking stoked about that. God damn.
Let's get into a little voicemail action.
Need advice? Pick up that phone and talk to a vet.
We had 6 seconds, Tom. Actually, we haven't.
All right, folks. It's voicemail time. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Pick up your phone. It's voicemail time.
Force.
You know what I'm saying? 617-701-7678, the WGG Internet Dad. Sauce Line. You know the name. You know the number. You know what motherfucking time it is. Give us a call, and we will leave. Give us a call. Leave us a voicemail. We'll react live on the show. Then maybe we get the... So here we go. First caller Here we fucking go.
I love that.
Boys, Coleman here. Thought I'd call in and leave a voicemail for this week. I'm standing in the back of my UPS truck right now. It's about, 50,000 degrees back here. Weather's hot. Humidity's through the roof. I'm sweating. Look like a suckling pig right now. It's disgusting. I wish I had some of that sweet Manscaped gear, but it's still in the mail. Anyway, boys, I just thought I'd let you guys know on these hot days out here where it's miserable, my job is terrible. Looking at the back of the truck, packages everywhere. I just love knowing that I can hear that podcast once a week, get a good laugh, feel like I'm spending time with boys, just hanging out with the guys. I really like it. I really appreciate it. I just want to keep it going. I want to keep the energy going. I love the WGG community. To the moon, as the kids say. To the moon, boys. Hope you guys have a great day. Look forward to hearing the podcast. Look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Keep it real. Love you guys. Bye.
Damn, you know what?
Wow, what the
That kid is the best.
You know what? I'm putting the app back.
I'm
putting the app right back.
It ain't coming out.
It's not coming out.
But if the tears start coming out, I'll get the.
Just gonna get the. It's a Kleenex. Just
Maybe cry a little bit more.
Dump's a little misty.
Nah, I'm a little. Yeah, you guys gotta. You
Sounds
guys
a
gotta
little
address that. You guys
misty.
gotta address that first.
Guys,
'cause I
my
can't
glasses are
talk. I
fogging
gotta
up.
just-
Excuse
yeah.
me.
Coleman, I mean, there's not really much to say there. Your calls are always fucking awesome. I appreciate that we're doing something that helps your day be a little bit better, regardless of kind of what's going on or what the weather's like or how much work you have to do. We're not going anywhere. The only place we're going is the moon. So we appreciate your call, man. We're very, very happy to have you in this community.
Don't say that too soon. In the near future, we might go somewhere else.
Yeah, but we're still here.
No, well, us as a collective and as a community are still here.
Yeah, but we might not be here.
Here.
Yeah. We're always here. We appreciate you giving us a call. Sometimes I see the Coleman voicemails come in on like a Tuesday or like a Monday, and I'm like, I'm tempted to listen to this because I need a little pick me up. But I'll wait until Thursday because I need everybody to hear it with me at the same time. And I'm glad I didn't listen to it until just now because the past couple days have been a little stressful.
Dude, I was going to say the same fucking thing.
You just it's like in case of emergency, break glass and there's a Coleman voicemail.
It's a Coleman.
Like that. And, he just gives you like a virtual hug. And I'm like, you know what, man? I appreciate you, bro. I know the weather's been fucking shitty. I know that the 5 gifted for a group shotgun. I mean...
I would do that. I'm not fucking shaking my gut in the camera.
All right. But I mean, I appreciate it. The virtual hug, the virtual affirmations are much appreciated. Cole,
Yes.
we love you, man. And thanks for the message, bro. We appreciate that.
I was going to say the same thing. It's been a long couple of days.
Yeah. This week's been a month.
I'm off all next week. As per tradition,
Yeah.
the week before I
Hell.
ever take fucking time
Hell.
off, awful.
Hell.
That made my day.
Hell.
Thank you so much.
Yes. 100%.
Genuinely.
Someone clip that voicemail, please.
I love you. All right, here we go.
Cry.
Next one.
What is up, WGG fam and WGG founding fathers? It's your boy JB Genesis calling in with another weekly voicemail. Hope everyone's having a great start of the month so far. We're kicking off September.
Man, now.
We've got Labor Day weekend coming up. So my question for the community is, how many brewskis are you going to down this weekend? Or if you're not a drinker, what's the best food that you're going to be eating this weekend? Much love as always, guys. Appreciate you. Peace.
JB, you know us. You know we're drinkers.
You
You know we're
or
drinkers.
for those of you who,
So,
you
like-
know we're drinking.
Like long weekend? Could I lump into that or just Labor Day itself?
I mean, it
It was Labor Day.
yeah, I mean, we're
On
not going
Labor
to,
Day?
well, I mean, it's LDW is a whole, it's a sport. It's a
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's a whole weekend.
I mean,
like,
I'm probably not going to, ideally you don't drink that much on Monday because you got so banged up on Sunday that you use Monday off.
yeah. So I'm thinking like a cool fucking, I don't know, 70, 80 drinks on the weekend.
Minimum, yeah.
I think that's fair to say, right?
Yeah.
So I'm doing the adult professional thing here, and I am taking tomorrow and Saturday to be like relatively chill days. Probably go, spend an afternoon with my beautiful girlfriend, and then I'll have a day of like chilling, playing video games and whatnot. Right? Sunday, Monday rolls around, whole different story. I got the whole week off. I'm looking to potentially get hospitalized and maybe need a second. Maybe need to get my kidney transplanted. Who's to say? But I do have my fantasy draft on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and I do anticipate not remembering my team on Tuesday. So I'm going to get
That a boy.
pretty fucked up on Monday.
Bob's going to take a kicker first round.
I've done
Justin
worse.
Tucker first round.
I've done worse.
Yeah, for me, so tomorrow night I'm going to go to a golf sim, which I'm sure will be great. Johnny Root Beer will be there, friend of the program, friend of real life. Looking forward to hanging out with him and a couple of the boy dem. Saturday, we're going to end up doing some dinner with some friends, which would be great. Sunday, no plans, but I think we're going to, like, since we have the extra day off, I think we'll probably try to do, like, a little date night. I still have a couple cocktails, a little espresso martini, maybe, mix at least and at most 3 beans in the espresso martini.
Has to be 3.
Just if it's not 3, I'm throwing it off in the trash.
Do you eat the beans?
I drink them, yeah. I mean, I don't chew
I
them.
chew on them. They're great.
You also chew straws, so.
I eat
You
raw
also
coffee.
choose bottle caps.
No, I actually eat raw coffee beans.
It's
Like
like
if
having
I
a
walk
puppy.
by like a jar and there's coffee beans in them, I'll literally go in and grab like a handful
disgusting.
and eat them like fucking
It's like
sunflower
having a
seeds.
puppy in the house, and it's just like, oh, Chris was chewing on the cabinet again.
Why are there teeth marks on the dresser?
Why are there teeth marks in the fucking microphones?
I mean, chewing is a bad habit.
All right,
Don't
well,
get like me.
Who offered the 5 gifted for a shotgun?
Bobby,
Should we just? It's 5. It's September.
go
I
get
mean,
them.
it's September. We need to see the gifteds first. That's how it works.
That's right. Yeah. Money in hand.
Rob, we'll show you bears. You show us gifted.
I have
Grab
I,
mine off the fucking.
I have a beer already that's unopened. Did someone say keys?
Quick
key?
Quick key. Right back, guys. All right, Binge went with 5. All right, there he is. All right, so Binge, thank you for the 5, brother. And Bobby D, you're gonna get the shotty right now. You fucking motherfucker.
What a bunch of degenerates.
He was just trying to get something. He was like, Chris, show your tits. Chris, show nuts. Shotgun beer. Like, he wanted something.
What do you guys think this is?
I don't know. All I know is we got a bunch of degens.
And now we have Skid Row with 5.
Wait, what? Why?
We
I
got
don't know.
15
We just
so far.
they said we have to shotgun for every gift that we get.
I'm on early shift tomorrow.
Believe me, I have work tomorrow too. I can't do that.
No problem.
Yeah.
You have to get home. What do you mean?
True.
Like, what are you talking about?
Which one of these keys hasn't had cocaine on them?
None of them, because I don't do that.
True. Okay. Good
Save.
These chairs are just.
Trying to incriminate me on the fucking podcast. You hear?
I was just giving you an easy way to out yourself. I mean, to like give yourself an out.
Chris, show you hot. I don't know what that means, C-Dog, but I'll show it.
You say take your shirt off.
Oh, no, I ain't doing that. I look like a fucking bag of milk, bro. I ain't doing that.
Chris, I told you all you gotta do is start working out with me.
Nope. Life is too short to do things that you don't enjoy. So if you don't enjoy going to the gym, don't go to the gym. Get fat if you enjoy food. Fuck it.
I enjoy both.
I don't.
That's probably why I'm both fat and muscular at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, intermittent fasting.
Stop. That's not what that is.
Dude, my diet is I eat once a day and it's at like 3 p.m. and I don't eat for the rest of the day. Why do you think I'm in such great shape? And by in great shape, I mean dying.
Yeah, if you're in great shape, then I'm literally.
You're fucking ripped.
I'm immortal.
You're Michael
You
Phelps.
should be doing triathlons.
Yeah, I should be. Yeah, I'm a marathon runner.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
I'm so bad at.
He's walking around in a tracksuit.
He's in the Peloton in the basement. In his tracksuit.
I might have to do one in this.
With his gold chain.
I need a gold chain. You guys need to subscribe more so I can get myself a gold chain.
Did you hear that? It's September. Subscribe more so Dom can get a gold chain to match his velour suit.
That's right.
It is kind of funny though. Do they sell those in my sizes? In my size, rather?
What size is that?
Not medium.
This is an extra large.
But Dom wanted to build a bit. Like, give me that.
I'm not fucking Kenny.
You know why I'm here.
You know I want to build a bit. You fucking brick. Build a bit.
What a fucking insult to call little people. Oh my God.
It took Bob like 5 whole minutes, but he got it.
Oh my, anybody under 6 feet, they show up at Build-A-Bear. Chris, it's
Yeah,
so fucking good.
Give me that. Bobby just said if we had hats, he'd buy them. I wish we had hats. All right. I have no nails, so once I get into this, we have to kind of hurry it up. Cheers.
It's so cold.
Not on the table. Put it on the rug. That's why we have a rug. We getting more voicemails.
Unfortunately, we have one. Where the fuck are those 5 gifted subs?
He already
Well,
gets
he
them.
sent
He
them
gets them.
2 more.
He sent them.
Two more.
Skytra sent them.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I can't wait to eat an edible when I get home.
Can we take... Never mind.
Relax.
Watch Sex and Flex when I get home. You're damn right I will.
What is up, guys? It is Tiki, your phone here. And I gotta be honest, I love you guys tremendously, but I'm a couple of blue cokes deep right now as the Arizona sun is hitting me directly in the face. I repeat, directly in the face. Anyways, so I just had a little scenario happen yesterday. We played a little squadron PT basketball, and whenever I play basketball, my toes like stub from like running and stopping so much, and now my toenails are falling off. So, and now I'm officially retired from basketball for the rest of my life. I've left my shoes at the court, Undertaker style, and I was wondering, as we go with age, I was wondering, if you have ever encountered anything in terms of, just something that you're just like kind of getting too old for, unless you guys are just, only getting better with age. So basketball for me, and just curious what you guys think. Anyways, love you guys. Keep doing what we're doing.
Thank you, Tiggy. Love you, Tiggy. Love the energy, Tiggy, as always.
Smooches. Oh, my love.
Love a bunch of good voicemails this week.
Yeah, things that I'm getting too old for, like beer pong, I feel like.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a good
really
one.
good at...
I'll never be too old.
I'm really good at flip cup, but I feel like beer pong, like I can't get it up for beer pong. Like, people are like, oh, we play beer pong, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm not
I'm
playing.
like, my God. Like, I'll play chug the beer, I'll play flip cup, something like that that's like a little bit less just like concentration intensive. But when somebody suggests beer pong, I'm like, oh.
See, that's the difference between you and I. I want that concentration, like intensive.
You need that.
I need that. You're right. I absolutely do.
PAX events, that's when we sell. Chris, what about you?
Mine is nightclubs. I'm
We can all
too
agree
old.
on
I'm too old for clubs. I hate being elbow to elbow with people. I want to go to a bar. I either want to have a table or a bar seat. I don't care if there's people around. I just want a fucking seat.
Yep.
And if I go to a nightclub, the only way for me to have a seat is if I pay fucking $2,000 for a table, and then you're paying $500 for a $60 bottle of Grey Goose. And it's just it's a waste of money, and I don't like being elbow to elbow with people that are fucking sweaty and smell like Italian subs. It's not my fucking thing anymore. But yeah, that's me.
Absolutely agree with that. I phased out of the club setting after I moved to Chicago. It was very humbling because like for a long time I would like if I got invited out by a couple of friends that I knew in Chicago, it would be on like a Thursday, and I would go out that night after we recorded the podcast, of course, and I would get hammered, but there would just be people bumping into me all the fucking time, and I'm just like, bro, you bump into me one more time, there's gonna be a fucking fight, and then I also have to go back into the hospital tomorrow. Like I'm gonna have to go save someone's life tomorrow after I kick the shit out of you.
Side note, I love having Robbie D in this chat. He's like that modern day TP Polka. What about titties in the club? Yeah, titties in the club are good, but like, I like look through the windows. I don't know.
My thing that I've aged out of is stop and go sports. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
My knees can't hold up.
your knees just get that.
My knees pull up and they're like, bang, right in my knee. And I can't fucking do anything. After I got so it's fucking crazy, actually. In college, I picked up playing hockey again, and I was skating at Town Line like 2 to 3 times a week. And I was going to join a fucking old man's league with a couple of friends until I blew up my knee trying to play college basketball. And then at that point, I said, I can't do this shit. I'm done.
I'm just going to sit.
Exactly. About a year and a half after I got my knee surgery and I was done, like, recovery-wise, I tried to join another flag football team with some friends. And the, like, third game into the season, it's the stop-and-go aspect of it.
Did you mean Hockey Town?
Yeah, sorry. What the holy shit.
Town Line. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah,
a second, too.
Hockey Town. Actually, the flag football league I was playing at was at Hockey Town as well. But the stop and go aspect of like playing either basketball or football or like cutting in hockey, like 3 games into the season of fucking flag football, it was like I came off the line, took 1 step on my right knee, on my right leg, my injured knee, which I had 2 braces on, by the way, and I felt a pop. And I went down and I said, that's it. I'm out. I'm done. I'll go. I have absolutely no problem going to the gym and like doing isolated muscle group workouts. No problem.
You're not sprinting, doing fucking
Exactly.
suicides.
Exactly. I'm not playing college basketball anymore. I'm not playing fucking. I'm not
a young
picking
man's
up,
game.
I'm not picking up skates anymore. Like we're good. I'll go lift. I'll even do some cardio once in a while. But like that's the extent of my nature. I can't do stop and go sports anymore. True. My joints can't hold up.
Felt. Dom anymore?
It's awful.
That's
Actually,
it.
it's
all
kinda
we
sad.
got?
What do you think about it?
All right. So, Bob, do you want to lead us into it?
Well, ending the train, one might say.
Yeah, well, that's on the train. So I do think we make the executive decision now to kind of nip the second one in the bud before it's going to literally turn into like a half hour in a couple weeks. You're going to have to be reading them out.
Right. I'm only doing the subscribers for the other one. We'll see. We'll see if it gets too fucking crazy. Then I'll stop.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
not
there's
logged
already
in
a
on
ton
this.
of
So
them
give me
on
a
there.
second. Dom, what do you got?
So hold on before you.
Signed up. For me, what do I got? Big shout out to Steve, who not only produced the entire live production of the Paul Woodley fight card, but is overall just a phenomenal human being, and we appreciate them very much.
One of the most underrated aspects of Steve is the incredible hugs.
Very underrated, very underrated. But I mean, you know, it's underrated, but it's also just like I feel like I don't get enough of them because we don't see them enough. So you know, we will utilize that as much as we possibly can, and we will be doing a cooking stream the next time we get in here, and it's not 3,000 degrees in Chris's house. So Steve also a great Target shopping partner. So Steve and I tore it up at Target. You know, we hit the Starbucks. We got a couple of groceries, a couple of supplies for the WGG stream. You know what I mean? Just a great Starbucks.
Even though he fucked on me at Starbucks.
Why did he fucked
on me? I looked at Steve across the room when he was in the living room. Dom's like, "Oh, what do you want for a coffee?" I go, "I trust Steve. He knows what I want." Comes back. I thought we were on the same wavelength.
That was my fault. Because I didn't hear what you said. So I go, what did Bob and Chris want? I guess there's like 2 cold brews. Chris will have one with just milk, and Bob will have one with like oat milk or something because his belly is sensitive.
Thank you. For
Oh no, but actually no. So I take that back. Steve did make it right. I totally forgot about that because when he got back,
it was my fault. No,
and he realized that it was wrong.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Steve actually opened his up, and we split.
He didn't fuck on you.
ours.
I fucked on you.
No, Dom fucked on me. Steve did not fuck on me.
And to be fair,
pumpkin one is fire, Bob. The pumpkin cream cold brew is better than a PSL. Put it on my grip.
to be fair, I know what Bob needs because I know he has a sensitive belly, sensitive tummy. And I have a feel. I just like already know. You, on the other hand, you think everybody can read your fucking mind.
Steve can read my mind though.
No, you think everybody can read your fucking mind.
Steve and I talk every fucking morning about these, like this line of coffees, like the fall collection at fucking Starbucks.
All right,
they have
well,
an apple.
that was
They
not
have
a
an apple
conversation that
crisp
Steve and I had.
macchiato, a pumpkin cream cold brew, and a PSL. We've been talking about that.
All right,
apple
so today
crisp
on free ads,
macchiato.
we're gonna read the whole fucking Starbucks menu for you.
What do you think? Starbucks is gonna call someone? I was like, "Hey, you owe us money for that." Actually,
Yeah.
I would go the other way.
I mean, we
around.
would go the other way.
Yeah.
We would have to
They'd be
fuck that down.
like,
Yeah, well, yeah, we get the fuck. So, yeah, shout out to Steve.
Sea Dog, protect Chris's wishes.
All right, Steve, I'm taking back all the fucking compliments now since you're gonna say that I sabotage you. Don't throw me under the fucking bus.
You
All
threw
right?
yourself under the bus.
I'm trying to take the bullet for you.
You
Don't
threw yourself
don't
under the
push
bus.
it.
What do you mean?
Don't push it into my chest. I'm trying to take the bullet for you. Don't just say, all right, well, don't hold me up like a human shield.
Hold him up. He deserves it.
You know what? I'm getting you extra milk next time. And
Don't
cheese.
fucking say.
I'm getting liquid. I'm getting queso in your coffee
Keep that
next
up.
time.
Keep that up. When I
Queso.
end up in the fucking hospital, you're paying for the bill. Clip that. Clip that right now.
And
I'm
clip,
gonna get
and clip
queso
this
in
too. Clip this too, Tom. 50-50, my guy.
Get the fuck out of here. Piece of shit.
Oh my God! But
When,
yeah,
when I'm shitting out my guts in the hospital, I'm going to remember that. Okay?
sir, we ran out of bedpans. We don't know what to do. All right, go get that ceramic bathtub in the basement.
We have an above ground pool in the house next door.
Oh fuck! But also, yeah, shout out to everybody leaving voicemails. Leave more voicemails, and we have a shorts channel now. So go do that. Go run that up. I'm going home.
Chris, you got anything?
I have nothing. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to everyone that's been here. Shout out Bobby D for popping in tonight. Great to see that name in here. Thanks for the 5 subs and everyone that gifted subs tonight. Everyone was very, very generous at the beginning of September. Don't make it fucking stop. If we come on next week and it's not the same type of love, we're hanging the hat up and we're done forever. So you better subscribe next week. My dog is fucking starving. My dog is starving. I spend $50 a day on DoorDash. I need fucking money. Gift subs. Love you guys, though.
You good?
Good.
I'm glad you got that off your chest. Thank you so much. Of course, shout out to everybody in chat. Shout out to everybody who subbed during September. Always appreciated. We're coming up on episode 250. We're 2 weeks out. Gonna be
Gotta be fresh.
We'll figure. Maybe we can figure something out.
A $250,000, as Chris would say.
A $250,000, yeah, as Chris would say. We're a fourth of the way to $1 million. Who would have thought?
I'm shooting for the moon.
Who would have fucking thought?
Hopefully, we're fucking retired by then.
By episode 1 million.
How long would that take?
1 million weeks.
Yeah, but from now,
Do 1 million weeks divided by 52.
Don't fucking do
Hold
this
on,
to me.
let me do the math real quick for us.
This to me, he says.
Hold on one second.
$50 on the single meal per day. Exactly.
Yeah, we good around here.
Are you good having a fucking 2 steak tip dinners from Newbridge?
They tell me I'm getting big. I just tell them I'm eating good.
You've botched that one. They tell me I'm gaining weight. I tell them I'm getting paid.
We need 52,000 weeks.
Stop making Chris think.
We need 52,000 weeks to get to 1 million. All right, anyway.
All right, we'll see you for episode 52,000.
Shout out to everybody who's in chat. It's always appreciated. Shout out to everybody who subbed. It's of course, always appreciated. We love everybody who tunes into us. We love everybody who supports us. Again, like I said, episode 250 coming up in the next 2 weeks. We hope to see everybody tune in, not just next week, but also for 250, and then for the subsequent episodes afterwards. I have a couple that I would like to shout out.
Yeah, please don't stop there.
And guess what? I'm shouting out all of these new subscribers from our new channel, youtube.com/Wicked Good Gaming Shorts.
Just type in Wicked Good Gaming Shorts. The fucking URL doesn't work.
Really?
No.
All right, go on YouTube and in the search
until we
engine.
get 100 subs. When we get 100 subs, we can do that.
Really?
Yep. You can't do a custom URL until 100 subs. I looked it up today.
We should be close.
We're like 72.
Yeah, we're close.
64, I think.
So, hey, guess what? That's incentive for everybody listening right now to go to youtube.com, go to the search engine, and type in Wicked Good Gaming Shorts and subscribe to us.
Bang.
You want to know why? Because I'm going to shout you out right now, motherfucker. That's why.
Bang.
New sub, My Life You Watch. Don't know what the fuck that means. Thank you, though. What the flip? Right? What the flip?
Flip, man. Watch your mouth.
What else? J Hit. This is not right.
The notifications on YouTube sucks.
Yeah. Okay. YouTube, if you're listening to this, whenever you decide to send us the bag, we have some ideas for your notification
Oh,
settings.
leaked.
Because we have how many subs do we have? Where is it? We're at 64 right now. I honestly think we're closer to like 70 to 80.
Yeah,
And we're not getting the notifications for it.
It reflects after like a day. These are still they're still trying to learn their footing on shorts.
True. Well, regardless, go to youtube.com. In the search engine, type in Wicked Good Gaming Shorts. And you want to know why? I'm going to tell you right now. We're here, the three of us, as well as our incredible producer and editor, Steve, are here to bring you some of the best short-form content on the fucking internet. You know what's crazy? We're your favorite internet gaming podcast. Not only are we're your favorite, we're the number one, okay? Don't get it fucking twisted. We're the number one gaming podcast on the fucking internet. What we want to do is we want to bring you that fucking crisp, short, succinct, to the point, give you that bang, 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 quick-hitting information that you want to see in the video game industry, and you can see that at Wicked Good Gaming Shorts, okay? YouTube.com, search engine, Wicked Good Gaming Shorts. Subscribe to us. I'll shout you out. Clint just said he just subscribed. Shout out to fucking Clint, you know? Sea-Dog, the boy them, okay? If you don't subscribe, I'm going to get the motherfucking and I'm going to be real fucking upset.
We just got tipped off to something. So shout out to the people that tip us off with news. Fucking love you guys.
Shout out to all the...
Just a tip.
The tip. Shout out to all of the tips. Okay?
Shout out to all the tips. I'm sorry.
Do we got anything else?
That's it.
Nope.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to episode 248 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We are Wicked Good Gaming. Me, Doc Bob, Papa Dom, Chris P, coming to you live every Thursday at twitch.tv/Wicked Good Gaming. Who's to say if that changes at any point in the near future? Who's to say? But we love and appreciate every single one of you that tunes into us every single week, that listens to us every Friday on the pre-recorded shows on all podcast platforms. We love every single one of you that follows us on every social media platform at Wicked Good Gaming, except for Twitter, it's at Wicked Good Games. And we love everybody who subscribes to us on our new YouTube Shorts channel. That's youtube.com. In the search engine, type in Wicked Good Gaming Shorts. And we're only, 20, 25 subs away from getting that custom URL. So next time we host, I better fucking see that custom URL. Do you hear me? Do you fucking hear me right now? Because I'm getting angry, okay? And when I say I'm getting angry, I'm going to be really angry if you subscribe to our new youtube.com/Wicked Good Gaming Shorts. I'll be really angry if you do that.
You guys should do it just to piss Bob off.
Yeah, don't do it because it'll really piss me off and really aggravate me.
Better be pissed off than pissed on.
Right? You understand? Right? Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
We will see you next week for episode 249. I don't want to say penultimate episode. The preemptive, the ultimate episode.
The second to last episode
Exactly.
of the podcast ever.
The pre-ultimate episode to episode 250. We will see you next week for episode 249. And guess what? We're still going to be celebrating September next week. So
My dog's starving, please.
Chris's dog is starving, just like Chris is also starving.
Please.
September, baby. We'll see you next week.
Smooches.